Am I live? I'm just here to vent. I'm not here to I didn't even check if the microphone stuff works. But oh man, I'm working on a big translation, a literary translation now with like 20 different language combinations, and I'm so sick of scammers. Let me know. So I'm trying to make all my videos like educational, actionable, and everything like these days. But if you want me to talk about scammers or I come across, please feel free to let me know because some of the stuff is just so bloody annoying. Anyway, so I just need to vent. I'm just going to do this because, yeah, it's really annoying. Most of the scams, by the way, I can, filter them out easily. You can tell right away. But some of them fall through the cracks and you just end up wasting so much time. And, oh, man, no, I had one. I'm doing these literary translations and I had one person contact me English into Korean, which is one of the language combinations I'm looking for. By the way, if you know any literary translators into Korean, I need from Italian, from French, from German, from Portuguese and English into Korean. Anyway, this guy, says English to Korean medical translator. So, and we get random CVs all the time. And so I'm just like, is this for the literary translation, the post that I just put up, or is this just, because you're a medical translator? If so, I'm happy to keep your translation, your CV there on the side, and we'll get to it when we need someone. But otherwise, yeah, we are looking for a literary translator. And he writes back, he's like, oh yeah, sorry, I messed up. This is my literary translation CV. Now it's possible for people to have more than one specialization, so that's fine. Anyway, I go through it and it looks pretty good. And in fact, he's worked on some of the same types of stuff we need to work on that we need to translate. And so I'm like, great, I put it aside. And like I said, there are 20 different language combinations. It seemed good. And so, it's fine. Then we go through some stuff so I get back to him today and I'm like, look, if we go ahead with this, we should talk face to face at some point, first of all. But in the meantime, if you can give me some samples of these stuff you worked on, especially this and that, since they look interesting, and, these other things, and, your online social media, stuff like that, or, your online profile, if you can share that and all that stuff. And so anyway, and he sends back some sample translations, which look great. And then I'm going through his CV again. And a couple things struck me. I see like he worked on meme queue instead of memo queue. And I'm like, it just struck me as odd. Most translators, it's memo queue. I'm like, okay, it's a typo, I guess, or something. Also, like transperfect was 2 words instead of 1 word. And again, but these are small things. And so I'm just going through it again, because I'm going through like 20 different CVs, which, shows you you really need to go through these things carefully. Anyway, what really kind of was a red flag was these sample translations he sent. When you click on file summary, it said it was sent by Python something. Now, I know a lot of AI like ChatGPT and all that uses Python as a programming code, basically as coding. And so he sent 2 files, Word and Excel, and both of them had Python written on them. As a person who created it, I'm like, oh, great. He used AI to make these translations. And then I started going through his, CV with more of a fine-tooth comb. And I realized one of the things, he got a bachelor's degree and studied something. And one of the programs that he said he studied doesn't exist in that school, apparently, because I looked it up. And then I compared, because he had previously sent the CV of the medical translation and now the literary one, and it totally did not coincide. Like apparently he was studying different stuff for the medical translation at the same time that he was studying stuff for the literary CV. And anyway, you just realize it's a scam, and it's just so annoying because I wasted like an hour, between all the stuff, on this. And yeah, anyway, so I just wanted to vent and anyway, I have other ones for this latest thing that were annoying. I mean, every job you have these, and I know you've heard about them and about them as translators, about the scamming agencies that don't pay or this, that, and the other. But if you're interested, I could tell you stories about the scams that I see and that I come across, the translators trying to get jobs in the different ways they try to scam us. But anyway, I just wanted to vent for this one because it's just so annoying. I've got a lot of stuff that I need to get done. And, I said, I'm going to talk to you face to face at some point. I'm going to figure out if you're scamming me. Like, why are you wasting everyone's time doing this stupid stuff? I know he's just trying to shoot his shot and trying to see if he can get the translation. Anyway, it's yeah, it's just annoying, and I just wanted to vent about it. I'm sorry, I don't have anything actionable or anything today. It's just me getting annoyed at scammers. And yeah, you know how they're using AI for all of this stuff. And so by the way, because then I plugged the CV and the work into AI, said, is this a scammer or not? And AI is like, I don't know. And I'm like, dude. So I pointed out, I'm like, you know, it was created, it was sent, or it was created by Python something. I should look exactly what it says, but you know, Python, whatever. And then AI is like, oh yeah, he's probably a scammer. Plus this and that and that and that, you know, shows that he's likely a scammer. You should, you know, a bunch of red flags. You shouldn't go ahead with him, and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, well, okay, great. You could have told me right away, right? Anyway, yeah, you know, just to show you, it's just such a mess with AI stuff, and you know, we're going to see more and more of this, unfortunately. But yeah, it's just a pain. And the problem is, you know, if it had slipped through the cracks, this guy had performed a translation. Of course, we're publishing this stuff. You know, of course, it's going to spill out that it was all wrong. He's not going to get paid. I'm going to be super mad, and you know, it's all going to be a complete mess. But anyway, you know, these scammers try to shoot their shot any chance they get. And like I said, most of them you can dismiss them right away, but some of them, you know, you waste an hour of your time or more, or however long I've been wasting on this guy, and until you realize that it's a complete scam and everything, you know. And the fact is, he still has online presence. Obviously, if and when I chat with this person face to face, I'm going to figure it out. It's just annoying. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Sorry, just needed to vent, but it is annoying, and so that's why I'm just doing it live here, because yeah. I might delete it later. I just really wanted to vent about this. Feel free to let me know if you want to hear more about the scams that I come across in more of a structured way than me just ranting, because yeah, you know, we come across these all the time when we're dealing with translators. And I didn't check my microphone, and I haven't shaved, and I look like crap. I haven't done anything. I just really needed to vent. Anyway, thank you for listening to me rant and rave here. But I need to get back to it. And please don't scam people. Just be forthright, because it does not help in the long term. Like, you get on blacklists. You get, like, you know, we share this information. Like this person, you know, I'm never going to hire this person, obviously, in my life, you know, and in fact, I'm blocking the email. And, you know, everyone I talk to, this person's going to be blocked and out. And anyway, I don't know. It's just, you know, and the thing is, I don't know, maybe this person is actually a medical translator and they're trying to just fake this other part. I'm just going to assume they're scamming the whole deal, because you have to, right? Anyway, yeah, but that's it. I should get back to work. I hope the microphone worked. Otherwise, I'll just delete this video, because yeah. Anyway, thanks for sticking with me. I feel a bit better now. I get back to work. That was annoying. All right. Okay. Thanks. Bye. Sabido. How do you turn off these live streams? I hardly ever do them anymore. I used to do them more. Oh yeah. End screen. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Sabido.